Hello there, guys. Binannce here from the Delta. And I just thought, okay, to bring up the chart of Bitcoin and analyze and see what's happening in the Bitcoin market. And actually, where are we headed next is the big question that everybody's asking. Because we've had this Bitcoin gold hard fork, and now we're expecting to see movement somewhere. What is happening now? You can see this big consolidation here, this movement. It's generally just ranging in one area, and we just don't like that because we don't know, are we going to go up or are we going to go down. Now, nothing in this video is investment advice, as you know, but I'm just going to give you an overview of what I think I see in the charts, and then you can combine that with your remaining research. So let me put up all my indicators and moving averages and lines. So let's get back to the full screen. Now here, as you can see, we've been moving with this trend and previous times, and now we're now in this upward trend, and now I have these lines plotted. Now I feel okay, we have strong resistance at this level right here, and if you look at it properly, you could say we have head and shoulders, where we have the first shoulder, the head, and then the second shoulder forming presently. Now the head and shoulder formation is generally bearish, which means the markets can trend downwards without any remorse, and that is actually possible. So I see support at the major levels of 5,433 and 5,235. That range seems like a pretty strong support level, but other than that, which other levels are support levels? Now generally markets will test 60% and so on and so forth, but in this case I would like to say markets generally will also come back to test their all-time highs possibly. So if the markets are going to trend down, there's a possibility we'll see it coming back to the previous all-time high when we had it at 4,903, which will be somewhere here, and you can see here it was tested before it was eventually broken. So this is generally what I see happening in the market of Bitcoin, because the movements are kind of slowing down but still in this upward channel, which is still good. But what happens when we break the channel? Are we breaking it to the upside or breaking it to the downside? Now in the short term, I think we're going to have to break this possibly to the downside to have this correction a bit either down to this level or somewhere between this area. So you might want to look at those levels, but also what else do we want to find out? Now another question is, if we have a break out from here, where do we go to? So I drew this Fibonacci extension levels, and we'll expect the market generally to trend to the 61.8 Fibonacci level, which will be from here moving upwards, assuming this is the bottom, an assumption that if the markets don't go lower. So we expect it to move all the way to either the 7,400 level or anywhere among the levels of the Fibonacci levels, because this is the places, or these are the places where we'll have traders generally looking at. So generally I'll place my bets for the 38.2 Fibonacci level first of all, but we first have to break the lower levels and we go from there slow and steady. So that has been my thoughts on the Bitcoin markets. Do comment below and tell me, what do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think the markets might have to correct first, because generally corrections are good, or do you think markets are just going to blow up? Because we have the Segwit 2x hard fork coming up in a couple of days, and that's a very strong proponent for moving markets other direction. So if you like this, leave a comment. Thank you very much and have a nice one. Binannce. Peace out.